I think we're live. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to give YouTube a second to send out notifications because I think, you know, this was impromptu, so I'm sure the notifications will not be sent out correctly. But anyway, I know there's 0 people watching right now, so I'm just going to give it a moment. But as you can tell by the title, we're going to try office hours because I felt like it. Let's see. If you can see me, let me know. It's 4 o'clock on a Friday, Central Standard Time. My hair's still kind of damp from yesterday, but anyway, I'm in editing hell. It is literal hell. I'm not kidding. Like, I hate edits so much. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I thought maybe we could do office hours. I found a Pomodoro timer on YouTube. I might make one actually and post it on my channel so then I can just use my own timer. But I found a Pomodoro timer here and it's 25 minutes of work and then 5 minutes of break, and it goes on for 4 sessions. So I thought that, maybe we could try this out. I'm not going to be counting anything because I don't feel like that's helpful for me when I am in edits, but I have a lot of work to do. And it takes me forever to self-edit, forever and ever. So I thought maybe if I worked with you guys, it would be beneficial for me and maybe for you too. I don't know. I'm trying. I am struggling. I'm literally like driving the struggle bus right now. I got through about 20 pages of edits since I last saw you guys, and I need to get through at least 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need to get through at least like 30 pages today. And the problem is one page takes me about 30 minutes. So there's not even enough time in the day to do it. But we'll see who's here. Hey, Paula, Jalissa, and Matt. Hello, Ninja. How are you? Did you make your 50,000 yet? Did you? I'm willing to bet you probably did. And if you did not, you're really close. I hate tags and shirts. I usually cut them out. Just, they're annoying. Yay. Hey, Debbie. Yes, awesome. Hey, Renee. Paget's here. Ariel. Minnie says, oh, okay. Awesome. That's cute. That they're doing Zoom for graduation. I know that some of the people that I used to work with, their kids just graduated from college, and they were sending out links for people to watch it online, which is really cool. Like back in the day, that would have been awesome to have that, but COVID made it where we could live stream things that should have probably always been live streamed. Hey, Jennifer. Using my Windows laptop instead of my Chromebook. I haven't hit 50K yet, but you're close. I know you are. So today we're just going to go through Pomodoro. This is going to be office hours. If you are writing, for sure, like feel free to set some intentions. I'm just going to take it as no pressure because I'm editing and I don't want to rush because I have that mindset where like, hurry up and get it done. But when it comes to edits, I can't be like that. And so I've been trying to really break that habit over the last 2 years, I think. Probably since 2020, I've been trying to break that hurry up and edit habit because it's good to take time with it. But you also have to focus. So anyway, 3-hour battery when my Chromebook has a 12-hour battery. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my old laptop, the one that I just got rid of, I think I got it in 2016, 2017. I wrote pretty much all the Kennedy Fox books on it except for 3 or 5. It got to the point where like the battery would last like 45 minutes. And so it always had to be plugged in. It's when I knew it was like done. I was like, okay, I'm struggling. Why am I being cheap? Laptops are very expensive, but I use them for like 6 or 7 years. So it's an investment. Considering I'm a writer, quit being a cheapo. So yeah, I upgraded. I guess it was the beginning of 2022. End of 2021, beginning of 2022, and I'll probably keep this laptop for 7 years. Be like in my 40s when I get rid of this laptop. Isn't that weird to think about? Gosh, I'm almost 40. What? Designed to cover today. Nothing to work on today. It frustrates the heck out of me when I don't have any ideas. That's okay. How are you, JC? I'm doing really good. I'm in editing hell. I'm trying to make the best of it. I've gotten through about 20 pages. I've added some words. I've deleted a lot of words. I've really strengthened the first 3 chapters. I'm sure Brooke will mark them up like crazy because she always does. But yeah, I still have I really need to get through like 5 chapters today of edits. I really, really need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what's on my schedule, at least. I thought I would be a beast yesterday and just read through 40 pages, but that's a joke. That never happens. I'll give it a few more minutes and then we will start the Pomodoro. Do y'all want to plant trees or no? I can set it up if you would like to, but if you would rather not, then I get it too. Yeah. What are you calling dibs on? That's so funny. I was looking at your picture. A little unhappy lately, thanks to the cats. Yeah, I have a video somewhere where Nibbler, like I'll set my laptop like upright on the side of the recliner, but sometimes I'll set it backwards or whatever. Anyway, I left and I came home and my cat was like on the screen, like laying on the screen. Like this was the screen, this was the keyboard, and she was like laying on this. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Don't do that. Okay, what was I about to do? I was about to do something. What was I just now looking for? This is the problem. My ADHD is all over the place today. I think I was looking for my whiteout thing. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, crap, I just almost fell out of my chair. Well, this is what I was looking for. I have to fix my bujo. I realized that we added some chapters, and so I think my chapters are going to be off now that's in my bujo somewhere at this point. Okay. So I'm just going to fix that real quick, give YouTube some time to get in. I hate scribbles in my bullet journal, so, you know. Your girl got to use the whiteout strips. Okay. I'm going to show you all my editing little spot thing. My editing page that's in my bullet journal. This is what I do for every book. It helps keep me on track the best that I can be on track. Okay, this one's mine, and I think this one is mine. Okay. We got it going. This is where I'm at right now with it. Look at all that I still have to do. I have so much to do. I hate edits. Uh, yeah, I think it is. Sure, Christy. I think you asked a question while asking a question. Yes, Jalissa, for sure. I'm using my brain and Google Docs. That's pretty much it. Um, I'm not listening to it at the moment. I found that I used to always listen to my books, but lately I've felt like I'm not really paying attention when it's talking to me, so that's not working. So now I just kind of like read it. I'm just reading and removing words that are repetitive, rewriting sentences that are clunky, deleting stuff for flow, um, deleting stuff that is repetitive as far as like thoughts, making sure all characters are properly introduced because this is an interconnected standalone. So everyone has to be reintroduced for new readers who just joined the series right here. And pretty much that's what I'm doing at the moment. I don't know, maybe. Hey, NL. Oh, so I was looking for whiteout so I could fix my Bujo. We added some chapters and I had made this page before we added them. So my numbering system was off. This is whiteout right here. So I like to keep a list and try to put like a date next to it of when I want to have it done. So then I can kind of like schedule out my week. But I'm trying to be more realistic you know, with making deadlines because out of everybody, I am the most unrealistic person when I say, yeah, I'll be able to finish that this time. And it usually takes like 5 more hours than what I said. Said, an author who hasn't wrote in years said she would read my debut book. However, after a day of reading, she got inspired to write again. Should I feel any kind of way about that, or am I thinking crazy things and should just be glad she found her writing mojo again? I mean, as long as she's not writing a story exactly like yours, I don't think it's a big deal. Um, how much do you trust this person? That would be my question. If it's someone who is trustworthy that isn't like, "Oh, I've been inspired to write the same type theme book that you just gave me," I would be a little irritated by that. But if it's just like, "Oh, your book's so good that it inspired me to pick up a project that I've been wanting to write," then I would be very happy because, your words is what inspired her to get back into writing again. But if she's being shady about it, then I would probably be a little pissed, but yeah. Chromebook as my Windows. Oh no, Ninja. Yeah, I would agree with that, JC. If they're like, "Oh, that inspired me to write this book based on kind of like your book is," I'd be like, that's a little weird. There's some shady people out there. I don't really trust many people, so. But yeah, for the most part, authors who are writers who have written we all get into writing slumps and then we can read an amazing book or watch an amazing movie and we're like, wow, like this inspires me to like restart my projects that I stopped doing. About 20 plus pages. Awesome. Who found out I'm about to release my first book. Is she giving you good feedback? I mean, oh no, Devi, that's horrible. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to create a little banner down at the bottom. Let me see. Welcome to office hours. Hold on. 25-minute time blocks with the Pomodoro timer. 5-minute breaks. Okay. Banner like boom. Um, Hi, Raphael. Good. So office hours, I'm not writing anything. I am essentially editing. And so we'll do 25-minute timers with a 5-minute break, Pomodoro style. Um, and I'm not going to count anything. You're more than welcome to set intentions for yourself if you like and share with the group, but it's not going to be as, um, not necessarily rushed on my part, but, like, for me, I don't have a goal. Like, whatever I get, I'm not setting an intention. Whatever I get through edits, like, I'm happy with that because I have a lot to do. And I have that all or nothing mentality, and so if I start being like, "I'm gonna get 3 pages, yay!" and then I don't, then I get mad, and that just doesn't work for me. So, it's a totally different mindset between writing and editing for me, and I'm editing, so I gotta be chill with it, and so that's what office hours are. Um, yeah. Hey, Deidre. I just put that up. Okay, so how about we start this timer up? I'm gonna make one of these for my channel that we can use. This is our 10-minute start, and I'm gonna mute me, and we will work for 25 minutes, and then during the 5-minute break, I'll unmute and chat, and then we'll get going again. So see y'all back here in 25 minutes. Good luck, guys. I'm sorry. There's no sound to this, so I don't realize when it's, like, break time. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But, how did y'all do? I got through 2 pages. Pretty good. I mean, usually it's 1 page every 30 minutes, so I'm happy with that, but it was a lot of text messages too, and you know that takes up more space because each text is its own line, so it wasn't really 2 pages. But yeah, let me see if I move this timer where I can actually see it, if you will still see it on the screen. Oh yeah, you will. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll just move that over there. That will be good. Okay. Now I can pay attention to it better. So yeah, how did y'all do? If you're writing, if you're working on something else, just let me know. We'll continue on this break. I think it just automatically goes to the next. I think it just automatically goes to the next Pomodoro. Let's see. Oh, awesome. Hey, Brightside. Thank you. Yay. Yay. Hey, writing with T. Good job. I don't. I usually don't. I'm struggling pretty bad, if I'm being honest. So when I struggle really bad, usually if I live sprint, it just snaps me out of it. So that's why I'm here right now. Oh, awesome, KL. Good job, Raphael. Drinking my coffee, about to eat my egg bites in a minute. But yeah, I don't usually sprint during edits. I just don't do it. We'll do 3 more Pomodoros, 3 more 25-minute timers with 5-minute breaks in between, and this will set our time. I actually kinda like this, so, maybe I'll start setting breaks on the Howler when we're writing. Keeps me accountable to not talk too long during the break. Anyway. Awesome, Deidre. Cool. Yeah. So we're about to get started again. I need to stand up for a second. I put a hoodie on because your girl gets cold. This is why when I worked corporate, I always had jackets and a heater under my desk and everything else because I just get cold when I sit for long periods of time. I mean, it's 90 degrees outside and I'm wearing a hoodie. And there's Nibbler. She's over there at her little window perch, just chilling out. But break time is over. It's time to get started again. So good luck, y'all. Meet you back here in 25 minutes. Sorry, it's break time. I wish this thing had like it flashed or something where it just like grabbed my attention. Like, I'm gonna create one of these things and it's gonna be exactly what I want it to be, because right now I need something that alerts me when it's break time. And I don't want to listen to it because I don't know what sound it's playing right now, but there's some sort of music behind it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't usually stream during edits. I usually can't, but it's going okay. Where did I stop? I got through like 2 pages, so I have 3 more pages in this chapter and then I'm done self-editing it, which is good. It's about average of what I typically edit, so awesome. I want to get through 4 or 5 chapters today. So if I can finish this one, then, and get through 4 more, that would be awesome. Awesome. I mean, I would love to get through 10 chapters today, but that's not going to happen. I didn't know I was going to stream either. So there will be 2 more of these 25-minute Pomodoros with 5-minute breaks in between it. And then I might come back later. I'm going to probably eat dinner around 7, so that we'll probably stream for another hour. Reincarnation. I feel like it would be more fantasy. I don't know. That's a hard one. What other elements does it have inside of it? I need a housekeeper. Awesome. Good, Deidre. Right? Yeah. So office hours are pretty good. I like doing Pomodoro because it gives me a break to like step away for a second and give my wrists a break and all that, chat, all the things. Yeah, right. Oh man, 465. Good job. 250. Awesome, Christy. Yeah, I wish I could do 4 to 7 pages per hour. I usually get through on average 2 to 3 pages per hour. 8.5 by 11 pages. I'm not talking about like book pages. Like a regular Word page essentially takes me around 25 minutes to 30 minutes. So when we have a book that's 150 word pages, if you times that by 30, how many minutes is that? Let's see. So 150 word pages times 30, 4,500 minutes divided by 60, that's 75 hours. It's about right. People will be like, oh, she can write a book in a week. Meh. I'm writing half a book in a week. And yes, it's doable when this is all you do is literary stuff. But they don't take into account that edits take me so much longer. If I could just write books and not self-edit, I could probably, write 20 books per year. But self-editing takes me so much time. Oh, it's time for Pomodoro to start again. Okay. I would almost say PNR, paranormal romance. Let me stop this timer real quick so I can finish answering this question. Where is it? Hold on. Where is the thing at? That didn't stop it. Okay. I'm going to stop this real quick and then we'll do it. We'll go back to it. Um, how many edits do you usually do on a book? Uh, I can tell you that I've done so many, like, suggestive edits that there is actually a limit in Google Docs, and it has told me that I have met the limit for changes in that document. And so new documents have to be made because we've maxed out suggestive changes in Google Docs. I know most people didn't realize there's a limit. There is a limit, and we have met it probably every single book. I can't tell you how many edits, but I can say that it probably goes through a good 7 or 8 rounds total before it is finalized and before it's published. So I go through the book from beginning to end and make changes. Like every sentence, I brush through it with a fine tooth comb. Like I read every sentence. I, you know, read it from beginning to end. I'm not skipping around because when we write, we're skipping around. So I make sure that it is flowing correctly, that the chapters roll together flawlessly and seamlessly, that if I've written the same thing over and over as far as like trying to drive a point home, that I take out some of that because the readers know at some point and then it just comes repetitive and annoying. And Will just told me that our lawn people are here. Good, because it needs it. But um and it's a lot of work. Like I can, if I was a traditionally published author, right? And I could just write and, you know, clean it up a little bit and send it to my agent, then I feel like, you know, it'd be probably a lot easier than this. But um because there's two of us, you know, there's a lot more stuff that goes into it with edits because we have to be able to have our voices the same. It needs to match. We want people to read a co-written book and not know that it's two different people writing it. So it's a whole lot of, it's a lot of work. And you know, I read through it all the way from beginning to end. Brooke goes behind me and reads through it from beginning to end and marks it up. And then I go through all of her changes and make more changes, and then she goes through my changes and makes more changes, and we literally do that until there are 0 changes left in the document. And once we have got back to 0, where everything is cleared and everything is good to go, then we send it to our editor, and she goes through it from beginning to end and then sends us our first round edits back. And then I go through her edits that she makes on it and then send it to her. And then she sends it back again for the second round. And then Brooke goes through that and makes changes. And then we format. So by the time our editor gets it, it has been completely ripped apart, broken down, rewritten. It's a completely different book from what the first draft was compared to what is published. And like I said, it is a lot of work, and I have ADHD and I'm dyslexic with some things. And so it's just, I hate edits. I hate them. I don't know if I'll ever love them. I'm trying. I've been trying for like a decade. I've just come to terms with I'm just always probably going to hate it. Anime and manga score for how complete each chapter is. By the time I go through it with edits, like each chapter, I'm good with it. Like I literally have no more changes. And so once I go through it, like I mark it off my list as to me it being done. But Brooke will go behind me and mark it back up. So it does make it tighter. It makes it read better when we both go through it. And what's great is having a co-writer is the fact that you're both you both want the same things. You both want your book to be accepted by readers. You want your readers to love it. Like, you both have skin in the game. So it's not like when you have a critique partner and they're like, trying to make sure that they don't hurt your feelings. Like, we go at it very hard. Like, your feelings get hurt. Like, if you have an ego and you have a co-writer, you better leave that at the door, because you're going to get destroyed in edits every single time. But that's what makes it better. So it's just a necessary thing. Do you write the chapter title on the next page after finishing the previous chapter and start that chapter on the page after? Or do you start a new chapter a few lines down and write chapter in bold? No. So the way that it looks, hold on. We do a page break between chapters. So hold on. I'll share my screen with y'all and show you real quick. Because I'm working in Google Docs right at this very moment. Y'all are seeing stuff that nobody has seen. So, okay, so this is my Google Doc, right? This is it. This is the end of a chapter right here. This is the end of a chapter. And then there's a page break right here in this section somewhere. There's a page break. And then it goes straight to the next chapter. There's a chapter. There is the character's point of view. And then it's like that throughout the entire thing. So, I mean, every one of them's like that. But, I mean, maybe that'll help. I know y'all can probably hear those people weed eating, but yeah, that's it. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen. I don't need y'all to read my raw words, because that's some hardcore stuff. I don't like anybody reading my raw words, but Brooke reads them, obviously. And then we have our assistants that read our raw words too, but I prefer to go through it first. But I have to get over that. I have to get over it. Okay, let me go back to our Pomodoro timer. Okay, perfect. Hey Morgan, how are you? Krissa. I hope you get to feeling better. I think it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. I think that if you are starting, like, you don't know anything about publishing and you're learning while you go, I think writing novellas is a good idea, because you can dip your toes into the publishing process quicker than if you're writing a bunch of novels. But if there's a weird vibe from anyone about being some people just, like, they think that because self-published authors, it's usually, there are some traditionally published authors that are like, self-published authors are just oversaturating the market because they write really fast and they publish really fast. And, as a traditionally published author, you can't really do that. You are on the publisher's schedule. And so they think that because we don't have to go through like the editorial process and wait a long time, that I guess it's not high quality. I don't know. Like, I try to understand it, but I'm like, I spend about 80 solid hours in edits. That's 2 full weeks of 8-hour days, like a full-time job. And if I worked a full-time job and I was editing, it would take me like a very, very long time to get through it. And when I did work full-time, I would work like 15 hours on Saturday and 15 hours on Sunday just to be able to go through it. Because the time has never changed of how long it takes me. It's just I had to find the time to do it. But yeah, I don't understand that mindset of, because self-published authors publish quick, their books are crap. I'm like, okay, I'm spending the same amount of time on it as you. I just don't have other people telling me when I can publish. I can do it whenever I want. Oh no, there's no. We've written like 39 books together. There's not really a favorite. It's like choosing your favorite kid. The one I'm working on at the moment is always my most favorite book because I'm so close to it at that point. But as time passes, you lose that magic of writing it and lose the details of what you've written. So it's hard to be like, yeah, that was my favorite book. I mean, I do really love Friends to Lovers and Enemies to Lovers. I've loved every book that we've written. Some have been harder than others just from the subject matter point of view, but I've liked them all. Awesome. And not for long. It's because I can't. I can't get in my way. I can BS myself all day. But I can't BS my writing partner and I can't BS my deadlines. Like if this book isn't done and uploaded, we'll lose thousands and thousands of pre-orders and nobody wants to lose that money. So like the clock is ticking and there's nothing I can do about it but to conform to that. And so that's what it is. It's the deadlines inspire me to write and to actually hit the deadlines, because if we don't upload, then we lose pre-order for a year. That would greatly affect our business. We would lose all that money. Thousands of pre-orders would just be gone. Our readers would lose trust in us. Like there's a lot on the line, and I work very well under pressure. So some people don't. Some people, this type of environment doesn't work for them. But the way that my brain works, like I need urgency to do tasks. And so it makes me do those things. Um, before child, for example, it's okay. I understand. Um, you have to decide that yourself. I mean, I can't say that there's a specific, timeline for you. You have to do what's best for yourself. Like, give yourself enough time to promote it before you release the next one. And don't burn yourself out in the beginning. So that's kind of something that you have to figure out. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Because I will chat. I should just start doing like a monthly chat session where we just like hang out for like 2 hours and just talk about what's going on in publishing and, answer questions and just have like a hangout session, like our monthly chat with Courtney. So then I won't get caught up in it. But, okay. Let's press play. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's how you do that. All right. I'll meet y'all back here in 25 minutes. Then we'll have another little break. All righty. Good luck, guys. Okay, that was our 25 minutes. Time to make a break. Take a break. I almost finished my chapter. I have about a page left, or half a page actually, if I look at it. So, yeah, I'll finish it next round and then start the next one. The next 3 chapters go down in pages. So this chapter was 6 pages. No, this chapter was 7.5 pages, so I have half a page left. The next chapter is 6.5 pages. The next chapter is 5.5 pages. And then it goes down to 4 pages. And I think that's going to be what I do today. I need to stand up for a second. Ugh, don't look at me, Nibbler. Stretch. Anyway, y'all make sure you're standing up. It's not good to sit all day. It's not good to do that because gotta stand up and stretch and, pop those wrists. Let's read some comments. Yeah, edits are purgatory for sure. Yeah. I drop in and write with you from time to time. A friend and I started co-writing together 4 years ago for fun. We have 11 manuscripts written and I have written 60K words of our latest within the last 13 days. First duel, we are just lost at what our next step should be publishing. Not saying there isn't room to grow, but we are on par with other published authors. I've had a couple short stories published through World Reader. Do you have any advice or steps we should look into taking next? I would get a KDP account that you both have access to. Decide if you're going to write under 2 pen names or just under a co-written pen name like Kennedy Fox. And you need to figure out what your business structure is going to be, how expenses are going to be taken care of, how you're going to pay each other back. Is everything going to be done 50-50 as far as tasks, social media, publishing, how you'll go and do edits? Like, you want to make sure that whatever y'all decide, it's fair for both of you. And then start publishing. But whatever KDP account or accounts that y'all create, if you do a shared pen name, then you'll need to for sure both have access to it. Discuss the hard things that nobody wants to talk about, like money. Discuss expectations, because the last thing you want to do is be put in a situation where, you both had expectations and then one person's doing like everything, because that's not fair. But yeah, just chat, talk about it, Nibbler, can you not rub your face on my laptop screen? I mean, come on. Okay, continue. I'm going to stop this real quick. Okay. Yay, awesome. Hey, Katrina. Nibbler's very needy today. She is. Go to your genre. No. Like, seriously? This is her right now. No. I'm sorry, little girl. You need to go on. You're being annoying. You need to go look at the top 100 on Amazon. Over half of them will be Kindle Unlimited books. And there is also a newsletter subscription service called, what is it called? Let me see if I can find it. What is it called? There's a guy who has a subscription service, and I'll tell you what it's called. It's in my email. I'm subscribed to it. Anyway, you can subscribe to different genres, and they'll send you a report giving you a summary of what's trending on Amazon. So, it's called Kindle Trends. Let me go to it real quick. I'll show you. I think it's $15 a month. Okay. I pay for this. This guy is not sponsoring me or not being paid to talk about this, but let me show you about Kindle Trends. Here it is. Okay, so this is, let me actually make this bigger for you guys. This is a great resource if you're trying to figure out trends that are on Amazon specifically. We publish on all platforms, but it's still good to know what's going on Amazon because, you know, Amazon changes so quickly. But this is kind of what the newsletter looks like, and it'll tell you like, oh, there were 30 books in the top 100 here. This is, you know, what the ranks were, if they were standalones, if they were series, how many were in KU, how many were wide, if they were self-published or TradPub, and also it tells you like the trending topics of the week. Like for this week, for example, it was animals, thriller, holiday was up. It tells you what keywords are frequented. It also, let me see if I can zoom in. It gives you a cover montage of what is trending for these specific subgenres, along with the blurbs, keyword blurbs at a glance, and also gives you more blurb detail of if it's more of a setting based blurb or a character based blurb, and if it's written in third person or first person, which I find to be super helpful. And then it also gives you details to make AMS ads easier. I have an account. I'm not going to log in though, but I maybe will one day. I usually just look at the newsletter, but the newsletter looks just like this. And it also gives you a color scheme. Hold on, let me see if it shows you. I don't know my password. So this right here, it gives you this high resolution of like the color scheme. So you can kind of look at it and be like, oh, well, it looks like there's a lot of like blue that's trending, but some of these colors are dark, some of them are light. Like it just kind of gives you like a glance color scheme. And this is exactly what the newsletter looks like. Every week you get this summary and it tells you all of this information. And I find it to be super helpful. If I was writing to trend essentially, and I was one of those author, like I can write really fast. Everybody knows that. Editing takes me a long time, but if I was trend chasing, for example, and I just wanted to make a quick buck on Amazon by chasing trends every single week, I would write 15,000 to 20,000 word novellas on a weekly basis. And I would use this information in this newsletter right here to know exactly what I need to be working on for the next week. And I would just trend chase all year long. If I didn't have Kennedy Fox, which is like, you know, that's my main squeeze. I don't really have time to trend chase because it's very time consuming. But I'm pretty good at finding out what's working on Amazon as far as covers. And this just gives you all the information that you would need as far as like what's selling right at this very moment on Amazon. It's exhausting. You can make a lot of money doing it. If you can write fast, you can really, you know, chase trends very easily and make some big money and build a cult following pretty quickly if you are good at cover design, blurb writing, and writing quick, fast novellas. But I don't need all that stress in my life. I'm happy with what I'm doing. But if I was a trend chaser, this is what I would use 100%. I subscribe to it because I like to know what's going on for my genres, and I'm subscribed to all the romance genres that he has listed. I'm subscribed to, let's see. So I'm subscribed to all the romance trends, and I think there's like a short and sweet. Am I logged in? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I usually just check my newsletter, but oh, okay, I'm not logged in. Anyway, so he's got it for historical and romantic suspense. There is new adult, I think contemporary, pretty much all of the big romance subgenres I'm subscribed to because I want to know what's going on in my industry. On Amazon, although our books are wide, it's good to be aware on a broad scale of everything that is trending. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. I haven't talked about it much on my channel. I probably should make a video of like if I didn't have a successful pen name already, what I would do and how I would trend chase. And this would be like my main resource to do that. But okay, let me close out of this. And let me reshare my Pomodoro. All right. We have one more 25-minute sprint. So where did that question go? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is where we were. Let me see if I can. Okay, so for example, this is the one that was sent out this morning. It's the Romance Monthly Kindle Trends for May 19th. And it says this month there were 254 new books in the best-selling 400 books. The median book was at bestseller rank 3434, so 3,434, and decreased between 10 to 15% from last month. Half the books were ranks 393 to 8,399. 214 were standalone, 186 were in unique series, 122 books were in KU, and 278 were wide. So what does that tell you? A lot of romance authors right now who are trending, who are selling a lot of books on Amazon, are actually on all platforms. It's not necessarily KU that's killing it on Amazon this week, which I like that data. Like that makes me very happy to see that. I haven't read this yet, so we're reading it in real time. It says there were 103 books published by an imprint or traditional publisher, and 297 books were self-published. So that tells you that most of the books that are making money on Amazon, the top 400 romance books, they are mostly self-published. In the last 30 days, this is going to blow your minds. In the last 30 days, there were over 10,000 books published in the romance category. 10,000. That's so many. There were 324 separate authors with books in the best-selling 400, which tells you that there were repeat authors in that, and that's why it's not 400 individual authors. And then it'll tell you the number of books by authors. You can go and check which authors released several books in that 30 days. The full path for the Kindle store for romance is Kindle eBooks romance. You can see the top 100, the whole category page, pre-order pages. Trending topics this month: Billionaire was down by 18, Steamy is up by 11, Organized Crime is up, and frequent words in the titles this week were love, summer, dark, and lovers. It says 169 books are up to 30 days old. 118 were between 1 and 6 months, and 98 books that were ranking were over 6 months old. And then it gives you a price breakdown too. So like you can see what most people are selling their books for. And if you see, it looks like it's $4.99 and up if you look at that chart again. Okay. This is why I tell you guys, make that bag. Don't undervalue your work. Like it needs to be at a price that is competitive. Don't sell yourself short. Everybody deserves to make their money. So I read this newsletter every week. This is what the covers look like for last week. Right? What do you see? Blacks, teals, blues, some pinks. This was last week. You know why you're seeing those blues? Because it's summer and summer's coming up. And so people will start switching their covers that are releasing now to like beach reads. Like that's what they're trying to get. They're trying to really get onto that beach read trending topic because beach reads are like Apple has trending bars on top that's like monthly beach reads. Kobo does too. So does Barnes and Noble. If you look at it like this, you can see the color schemes. Like notice right here, like it's all black. And you just see a lot of black. You see a lot of blues. And then it's got your trending words. Blurbs had a median of 17 sentences across 6 paragraphs. 292 were written in third person, 105 were written in first person, and 5 had blurbs that were written in more than one point of view. So if you're writing romance right now, might be a good idea to write your blurbs in third person because that's what mostly everyone's doing. And usually, I mean, this doesn't surprise me. You'll see that it's in the middle between the blurbs, right? How much is each blurb about characters? Like you can see the first person ones are mostly about characters. The third person ones go from a range of characters to settings. It says I can refer a friend to get a free month. I mean, I don't know if you'll want me to put that referral down there. Y'all can try it for 30 days, but it's very beneficial. $15 write off. It's a write off. But I understand that can be expensive, you know. I'll put the link if y'all want to join, but Kindle Trends, I can't recommend that enough. I've been subscribed for over a year now at this point, or maybe I subscribed in the middle of 2020. I don't know. The guy emailed me and said, "Hey, I'm launching this new thing. Would you check it out and possibly give me some opinions?" And so I signed up and I got my free 30 days, just like everybody else does. I didn't get like some, you know, special account, and I've been paying $15 for it for a long time. And I find it to keep me really into the trends that are Amazon based. The next time I do a KU cover critique, my brain's a little fried. I will probably bring up Kindle Trends and tell everyone about it because I really can't say enough good things about it, but it'll really keep you in the zone. But yeah, I've talked about this too long, so that's okay. It's better than zero. It's so better than zero. You'll know this. Awesome. Yes, Danielle. Yay. Hey, Terrelyn, how are you? Yeah, she is. Yeah, it's so beneficial. Like I want to know what's trending in my genre. I need to know what's going on Amazon. I need to know what's going on the wide websites. I need to be in the know because as soon as I just, you know, start publishing with blinders on is at the point where I can't make good decisions because I'm not aware of what my genre is doing on a wide scale. And so I like to keep up with that. I'm also subscribed to Hot Sheets, which is another self-publishing, traditional publishing. It's an industry newsletter. I love Hot Sheets. I think it's $59 a year. But every month or every other week, I get a new newsletter, and it fills me in on what's going on traditionally publishing side, what's going on with self-publishing, the changes that people are seeing, what's trending. It's good to stay in the know. Yeah. Yay, awesome. Can write a romantic book of falling in love with your man and all the ups and downs. Yeah, they do have a YA category. I think it's just young adult though. I don't think that it breaks down quite like romance does. Um, but I'm not sure. I haven't subscribed to any other genres because I just need to look at romance stuff. And he has a lot. He has a lot in there. No, I haven't. I People have already asked me if my books are my diary, so no. Um, my books are 30K and I put the price. Yeah. You could. I would say, have you released novellas before? I would say to keep it at 2.99 for a little while if you've not released novellas before, and build your novella audience, and then start raising your prices when you have more than 2 books. But yeah, that's the link if y'all want to get a free 30 days. I think everybody gets that. I don't think that I don't know if it's an affiliate link. I don't know what it is. It just said refer your friends to get a free 30 days. So that's it. You don't have to use my link. I'm not concerned about it. You can just go to the website. It's a very good website, especially if you want to keep up to date on a weekly basis with what's going on Amazon. You're welcome. It's hell. It's my literal hell. That's why I'm live streaming. But how about we get back to it? This will be my last 25-minute, and then I'm probably gonna eat dinner. Even though I just ate a snack. But I'll probably eat dinner, and then I might come back and do more office hours. I think this is kind of helping me. I think you should raise the prices though eventually, Terrelyn. I would, excuse me, pardon me. I would release a bunch of novellas, and then once you start seeing the downloads and you realize that you're like building your reader base for that, then I would start saying that the $2.99 is the pre-order special price, and that the price will go up. That's what we did as Kennedy Fox. I mean, y'all can y'all can easily go see our books. They're all on pre-order. As soon as we can put them up, they're there. But if you notice on the next books, all the books that we have coming up, they say at the top, pre-order for a special price, or pre-order, purchase now for the special pre-order price, because we're raising our prices from $4.99 to $5.99, and we stayed at $4.99 for years, and now it's like we're reteaching our people to pre-order, and they'll pre-order at $4.99, and as soon as the book goes live on all the sites, the price is getting raised $1, and it works, and people don't even blink an eye at it. So train them for your prices. Once you become established with novellas, then keep your pre-order price the price that your core base of readers likes. They'll start pre-ordering for that price, and then everyone else that finds you from that point on, then they'll pay the $3.99 for it. Can write 30K or less too often. I see. I understand. I get it. See how it goes though. I mean, I would test everything. Like, I would test everything. I would keep it at $2.99, and then for like 30 days or 60 days, like after you've gotten all your new readers, I would up the price to $3.99 for like 30 days. Make an assessment if you sold more books at $2.99 or $3.99. If nothing changed, then keep it at $3.99. If you feel like it's gone down significantly and you're losing sales because it's at the wrong price point, then just change it back to $2.99. but test it all, like test it all. Okay. How about we get started? Let's press this. But yeah, back to edits. I'll finish this chapter. I might come back later. I need to focus. On edits. I need to do this. I hate them so much. And you know what? It's good to live stream like this because then y'all can see that it's not just all butterflies and rainbows. Like I do struggle, and edits is one of the things that I struggle with. Not like I can't do it. It's just I struggle with it because it takes me so much time. And I'm like a hurry up, let's do it right now type of person. So have to be patient, and this forces me to be patient, and I'm very impatient. So but yeah, I will mute myself as soon as this hits 0, and this will be our last 25-minute Pomodoro, and we'll chat a little afterwards, and then I might come back later. But yeah, break time is over. Let's do it. Okay, guys. I think that's it for office hours today. It's almost 6:45, so I'm probably going to have dinner and I might be back tonight. I'm thinking I'll be back tonight. I got a page done in that 25 minutes, which is about on par. I'm gonna make a note where I stopped so I do not forget. And yeah, how many more pages do I need to get through tonight? Let me see real quick. I'll tell y'all. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and a half is how many pages I want to get through tonight. Oh my God. How much is that on average? Let's see. 21 times 30 divided by 60. 10 hours of work. It's about right. That's honestly about right. Yeah, so I probably won't get through all that. Probably get through 15 more pages today. So what is that, like 3 more chapters? But I get to do a check mark. I've got so much to do. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate edits. Okay. So awesome job. Yeah, 2,000 words. You've got that easily. Oh, cute little Tabby. Yeah, it didn't send out the notifications. It's okay. If I stream tonight, it'll probably be the same thing that we did today, where it's office hours and it's not so serious. Pomodoro with 25-minute timers and 5-minute breaks in between. Sometimes we go a little bit longer in between. But I mean, I would probably stream for like 5 hours. I'll be working until probably 2 a.m. today. After I eat dinner, I'll be right back to it and I'll probably work from 8 till 2? 6 hours? Uh, so much to do. I work for 6 hours and I get 30 minutes per page. How many pages is that? 12? So I'll probably get about 15 pages because some are text pages, so they're easier to edit. Yeah, I think I can get those other 3 chapters done today, which is gonna be the goal. Faux show. That's me being realistic right now. I would love to do another 4 chapters, but I think 3 is gonna be where I stop. And then tomorrow is gonna be a doozy because if I get through chapter 7 tonight, which would be amazing, tomorrow is chapter 8, and that is my chapter that has over 4,000 words in it, and those kill me. I think it's 4,700 words right now, and so it's like 10 pages, so that one's gonna take me a long time, and then chapter 9 is probably around 6 pages. I don't have it counted up, but then chapter 10 is Brooks, and it's 10 pages too, so tomorrow is gonna be one of those days where I won't get through a lot because all the chapters are super long that I'm gonna be reading after this chunk. The next 4 are super long, like 15,000 words. It is what it is. Awesome. Yay. Good job, SM. Awesome. Yeah, you should. 4 anthologies. Ma'am, why so many anthologies? Yeah, I haven't watched it, so I can't spoil it. So I'll probably be back after 8:30. I just know that, like, I'm gonna eat dinner, and that usually takes me about an hour to eat and get resettled and back in place, and I imagine it'll probably be like 8:30. Yeah, I hope y'all like these. I know it's different from sprinting. It's totally different vibe. Yay, that's amazing. That's that's awesome, Elizabeth. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. Your first novel. Bless, as Rachel Brooks says. Bless. Okay, so that's gonna be it for office hours today. I will come back at 8:30, I believe. It's really helped me focus and not be so anxious. I don't even know how to explain how it makes me feel when I edit. It's like an anxious dread the entire time, which is not good. But when I sprint, I don't feel so wound up. Um, I don't watch much television. I usually don't have time for it. When I do watch it, I binge like entire series. So I did watch the Anna Delvey documentary. I want to start a podcast with my friend where we just talk about like different documentaries that we've watched and true crime and anti MLM and uh, things of that nature, because I think it would be a lot of fun and I love documentaries. And that Anna Delvey one was good. I liked it. It's a dramatization, but I love docuseries. Like that's my favorite. I love full-blown documentaries. Like when I watch TV, that's usually what I'm watching. 2 releases and they were having a sale for anthologies? I'm so confused right now. Awesome. NyQuil induced. I hope you start to feeling better. K-drama. What is it? What does that mean? Like the docu-series where they dramatize it? That's the word. Words are hard. I love docu-series. Oh my gosh. And so the Anna Delvey one, a lot of people hate the accent that the actress has, but like the fact that she was able to scam all those people for so long and get into the elite, like rich people clique of New York just blows my mind. Like they literally thought that she was a Harris that had all this money. And she was so close, guys. She was so close. She just wanted to open her elite little art studio thing. And if she wouldn't have been greedy and she would have actually gotten investors to help her fund this instead of trying to fund it her own, if she would have gotten investors, she probably would have gotten away with it and made a lot of money and never would have gotten caught. Like, anyway, it was good because it starts off following this writer who's a journalist, and it's based on a true story. And the journalist had written this piece that kind of ruined her career. And so, like, she never really got good stories to investigate. And then she heard about this Anna Delvey thing, and she was like, I need to write this story. And her bosses didn't want her to do it, but she did it anyway. And like just watching that, and she lives in Cube Life. If you watch the first like 10 minutes of it, she lived in Cube Life. And like the dynamic that she has with her employees is the same exact dynamic that I had with my work friends. And we were in the accountant cubicles and we would just, talk shit all day. And it's same exact dynamic. Like I related to that so much. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like this woman, like I understand where she's coming from. The writer. And so anyway, she sneaks into the visitors area of the prison to interview Anna, and she tells this whole story. And of course she writes about it. Like the articles are still out there that you can find. and then Shonda Rhimes made a docuseries over it. And I'm like, Shonda Rhimes is like, that woman's legit. Shonda's just like incredible with serializations and writing. And so it was a very good documentary. I appreciated it. Other people I've talked to have said they hated it because they hated the actress's accent, but it didn't bother me. Oh, it's Korean dramas. Oh, I don't know anything about that. For the buy-in. Oh, it's okay. It's like list making anthologies. I get you. I got you. Nibbler, I can't see through you. Your mama wasn't a glass maker. Like, I can't read this comment. Oh, you're making me so mad today. You're making me so mad today. All these true crime documentaries raise some interesting questions about which criminals become celebrity criminals, but I'll stop talking about that. Like, I told my friend Allison, because she's really into documentaries too. Like, I haven't seen the Abercrombie one, but like y'all know, I love the 90s. And so once I finish edits, I'm going to watch that one. But I would love to have a podcast to just talk about all of these, docuseries, because I do find them so interesting. And, you know, life emulates art so much. And like these people, this is like their real life, but it seems like something that's so fictional. And that's interesting to me. But Wikipedia's term. I understand celebrity criminals. You're talking about like people like Jodi Arias, right? Like I was obsessed with watching that trial while I was at work. Me and some of my work friends were just all into it, and that's what we talked about during our lunch break was the Jodi Arias trial. That was crazy town. The fact the fact that she did what she did and then dyed her hair, rented a car, get down, drove across the US to go on a date with the guy, and then acted as if she hadn't just brutally murdered her boyfriend. They weren't even dating at the time. They were just sleeping together. Like, it's nuts to me. And people think that she's innocent. And I'm like, there's literal evidence that proves that she did this. Like, the people who think Jodi Arias is innocent are insane to me. And then Tiger King, right? He's one of those celebrity criminals. Netflix made a documentary and people write him love letters in jail. I'm like, bro, he literally tried to kill someone. He literally tried to kill Carol Baskins. Like, it's nuts. K-dramas. I don't know anything about them. Okay. I know a lot of the ones that you have to pay into are like list making anthologies, but ma'am, quit doing that. Choose like 2 per year max. There are authors who get caught up in this anthology game, and that's all they do is write anthologies, write for anthologies, and then re-release the books later. And it never works out the way that it's supposed to. So I feel like they're kind of a waste of time. Even though you may gain some readers, I feel like anthologies there's so many of them out there that it's kind of like the whole back in the day we used to have the group 99-cent sales, like buy all these books for 99 cents or get all these books for free, download them for free, and people would binge download them and like they wouldn't even read them. So I don't know. I'm kind of an anthology. I see the purpose. We do some of them, but it's not for maybe like 1 or 2 per year. Write your books for yourself and for your readers. And I wouldn't be paying to be in an anthology with people. No, ma'am. Exactly. Like the very next day, it was nuts. It's, I think the reason why people get so caught up in it is because it well, I don't really know. Like, I don't get the obsession with, like, falling in love with criminals. Like, I don't get that. I don't get how people could write them love letters. It's their charisma. Like, they're charming. They're narcissists. They love to play the victim. They're the ones who scam people very easily. You know, when you think about Jody, you think about how beautiful and pretty she was and how she was online before she was locked up in prison. And then she comes to the trial and she's trying to look like she's not like other girls. She's wearing these big old glasses and no makeup and very homely. And that's just not who she was as a person. It's a bunch of trickery and disguises. The psychology of criminals and people who are cold hard killers is just crazy to me. I like to research that stuff because I'm intrigued by their personalities and their characters, but also when I research it, I can put those elements into characters that I create, you know. I try to find like what is it that makes these people act this way and how can I create characters that are similar to that and make them um more dimensional and develop these strong psycho characters that people are like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." Because if you can take, you know, real life situations and put that into your books in a way, it just makes it even better. But you're right. Thank you, Simone. They're not a complete waste of time. Like, I don't believe they're a complete waste of time. I just think that it's really easy to get in that FOMO mindset and sign up for way too many and then focus more on anthologies than growing your own brand. So, but if you've already paid for it, do it. But next time when you go to sign up for one, I hope you have my face in your head that says, Carolyn, you need to work on your own books and grow your own brand yourself outside of anthologies. uh, no, hey, we all make mistakes. My favorite, are you talking to me, Betsy? Are you talking to K-pop? Okay, bright side, thank you. Yeah, but see, the thing is like these serial killers and these like, you know, murderers who do these horrible crimes to people that they once loved, um, they do have, you know, obviously something isn't there's some sort of chemical imbalance in their brain. But what's crazy to me is they seem as if they're in complete control of all the situations. Like, even when they're on the stand, like, they are still trying to manipulate every single person out there, and they're trying to rewrite reality, you know? Like, they'll give alternate facts, but it's really just their way to get people on their side. It's so weird. Like, the mind of a narcissist, um, I do a lot of research on that just because I know there are people in my life who are narcissists and have to be able to control situations. Because I'm one of those people who is vulnerable and I'm very easily scammed. I've joined like 4 MLMs. I realize now that I am a target for some people. And so um anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. But the reality is, oh, narcissists in my life. So because I know that I'm easily scammed and easily manipulated and easily able to be taken advantage of, I try to research this stuff. So then when I see it in real life, I'm like, oh, wow, I'm actually being taken advantage of right now. And I need to figure out how to stop that because I'm easily manipulated. My weaknesses. So, you know, I research about narcissists And literally these celebrity killers, pretty much all of them are. It's so crazy. It's so, so crazy. Okay. Yes, I do need to go eat. Yes. Yes, and then they had that docuseries, I haven't watched it yet, but that one that came out a few years ago, and people were re-obsessed with it, and I'm just like, "Guys, like, he had a wife, and he had, like, a kid, right?" And he was, like, going and literally luring all these women because he was good looking and killing them in his Volkswagen Bug, and he would go home to his wife like nothing happened. I'm going to. They are possessed. Oh, anti-MLM stuff, I could start I could literally like I've honestly contemplated making a separate channel from this one where I just go in hard about anti-MLM because they always found me when I was extremely vulnerable and I was always stupid enough to join and lose money because my vulnerability before I quit my job was to make enough money to be able to quit my job so I could write more. And I think that those who are in MLMs see that in me, and they also see that I'm personable and that I, have friends online. I have a pretty large reach. And so they target me because of my reach. And then they figure out that they can manipulate me by my vulnerability of wanting to be able to quit my job. And so I was sold so much on the dream that, when certain scammers try to sell the author lifestyle and they try to sell this dream of being a full-time author, but they don't give all the details, like it reminds me of all those MLMers who literally preyed upon me. And it's the same type of thing like when people try to sell a specific lifestyle. So I'm so anti against that. And I've thought about making a channel, but I know that it would bring me a lot of hate. I watch a lot of anti-MLM channels like CC Suarez and Elizabeth Lanter and Jessica Hickinson, and there's like several others that I watch a lot. And I was like, CC gets a lot of hate, and I feel like I would say things without regret the same way she would, and they would come after me. Those Huns would come after me. I know they would, and then I would have to flip out online and look crazy. So, um, really? Wow, Danielle, that's crazy. It was probably that word, the D word. They don't like that word on YouTube. So, uh, that could be it. That's so crazy. Yes, I wanna do, like, I wanna talk about cults as well, religious cults, because there are some crazy ones out there. So, I keep telling my friend Allison, I'm like, "Listen, let's start this." Or maybe I should start another YouTube channel where I just kinda, like, research this stuff and talk about it. But the hate would come. I know the hate would come. It would. And it would probably be more successful than this channel, and it would grow like crazy, and then I would wanna just do that all the time, and I've been thinking about it for like 2 years about starting that channel. I wanted to do it in 2020, and then my life fell apart, so I didn't. But, anyway, I'm gonna go eat now. I appreciate you guys. I will see y'all soon. So come back later, and we'll do office hours again, and we can chat about whatever y'all want to during the break, whether it be writing or true crime or psycho killers or, whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm really gonna start researching uh, the psycho serial killer mafia stuff because we're writing a dark romance and I want to incorporate some of those crazy elements into that book. But I will see you guys in about an hour and a half. I hope y'all have a good dinner if y'all are kind of on the same time zone as me, and I'll check in soon. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it as always. Eat food, drink water. See